excited for you, brother, for
I'm
real.
glad. I'm glad because I'm excited too.
This is cool. Congratulations, one.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Full circle moment, and I'm excited for you. I'm excited to what's to come, new projects that's in the horizon for you.
Yes, indeed.
And really, this is here for people to just to get to know who you are as an artist, as a person.
Yep.
Why we are here where we are now. Let the world know. They need to know. So let's get into it.
All right.
Welcome back to the music scene.
Thank you.
So, what inspired your return and how your hiatus shaped your artistic perspective?
Let's see. Hiatus wise, I just had to feel myself through whatever progressions and where I wanted to be with my sound. A lot of people don't take the time to actually think about what they want to do. They just go into it. But I had to develop a sound. I had to come up with a sound that I was comfortable with and that reflected an image and portrayed the music that I wanted to put out to the world. So
nice. I like that. So we talked about life lessons before. Let's elaborate on that. How has life lessons and experiences influenced this new project?
That's a good one there. Life lessons, it came with maturity. A lot of times you have to look within yourself to see if you really want to be personable and vulnerable and share your experiences with the world. With me, been through a lot of ups and downs, but that's the only way you can learn and progress in life. When it comes to it in a musical sense, you just have to know when to evolve. You have to know when to switch it up. You have to know when to dig deep. I think I'm ready to let the world know what's going on and be relatable to everyone else and just express it that way.
So let's elaborate on that a little bit. Just give us just one or two ways on how you have grown personally and creatively during your time away.
Well, I've definitely grown creatively. My confidence was mainly the main thing that was hindering me. I would also indulge in helping other people, thinking that it would be reciprocated, but a lot of times I was like, wait a minute, I can do this myself. So let me just get back to where I need to be. Let me get back into my writing, and then let me develop more into production. And then it just kept evolving as people were gravitating to my production. So, hey, you might got something there. You might want to keep going. So here we are.
I love it. So, well, most of the times, relationships and life lessons teaches us and help cultivate us as a person through professional, personal, artistic. Let's talk about your new project and let's explore themes of relationships and life lessons. Can you share specific experiences that inspired this focus?
Yes. So we all have had our high school crushes and all our, oh, I wish I had gotten with this girl or that girl. So it mainly came from reflecting back on some things where you find yourself in life later on in life and you end up seeing that person go, oh, how you doing? How you been? Then you think, wow, I wonder what may have happened between if this would have happened. So I just dug deep and reflected back on that. And maybe I need to write about this. Maybe I need to get this out of my system. Because sometimes, a lot of times with us men, we tend to have that thought in the back of our head, like, what I wish I would have, could have. But you got to let it go. You got to get it out the way you got, want to express it, whether you write it, sing it, I don't know, drink or smoke or whatever. But it's just that, as far as me being an artist and the things that I do, I just needed to get it out of my system and write it out. So it just came out, and then I expressed it that way.
I like that. So, what message do you hope listeners take away from your project regarding relationships?
Just to be there in the moment, be there in the present for the person that you're with, because you never know what they may be going through. You may also be going through something. You have to work things out. You have to know when to come to the table and say, hey, we need to talk about this. Hey, I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling that way. A lot of my music is pretty much all of my music is based off of life experiences. So a lot of things that I thought I may have known that I didn't know how to express, that I'm like, dang, maybe I need to go talk to her about this. Or maybe I need to not keep this sheltered. Maybe I just need to have a conversation about things. So mainly it was therapeutic. So it's just building on relationships. And when you hear the music could help you reflect back on things like, wow, maybe I need to go talk to her about this.
Nice. We appreciate this.
Thank
So
you.
let's get into the creative process and inspiration. Because a lot of us artists, and there are aspiring artists out there that would like to get a glimpse of what motivates you in your creative process and inspiration.
Right.
So, what sparked the creative process for this new project?
Um, Mainly a lot of letdown, a lot of putting hope in, putting expectations in others, for me to expect that they will look out for me, and a lot of times that just didn't happen. Um, a lot of the motivation mainly came from my wife. I sat down a lot of times, and she just saw the things I was going through. And one day she's like, why do you keep asking people to do stuff for you? And she saw the letdown. She saw the disappointment. So I was like, you know what? And she was like, why don't you just do this yourself? I'm not gonna let her down. So she's giving me the right to go ahead and pursue and do this music thing with all of the creativity that I want to, and just be vulnerable and say what I need to say. I'm going to do that. It was tough. A lot of the content that you will hear, you were like, wow, he's talking about these situations the way he's talking about it. Not to go too in depth, but I went just enough that you can be like, oh, he really went through it. He really went through the situation. But a lot of the motivation came from my wife. A lot of spark came from her, and just giving me that motivation to proceed and do what I need to do.
And that's one thing that a lot of people, most people are in relationships. So people do want to hear and understand how your partner does play a part. They're not in your life just to be in your life to cook and
True.
clean, you know what I'm saying? But it's awesome to hear that you realize that
Yeah.
your wife is your biggest supporter.
Yes.
She wants the best for you. She wants you to win. She's your number one fan. So I love that. I love that.
Definitely.
So, can you walk us through just a little of your songwriting
Yeah.
process?
So mainly with me, it goes off of feeling. So if I'm having something in my head, I might be walking around and I may be humming or mumbling, or we may have went through a situation. I want to write about that, or we may have went out somewhere, went on a trip, and I came back. We had a good time. I really enjoyed the time I spent. I really love this woman, and it just comes out. So I'm like, I'm gonna write it. No, I'm gonna sing about this. So then I jot stuff down. Once I get a melody in my head, then I'm gone. So then I go to my computer, I find sounds, I start playing sounds. And I can't really play, but I know how to find notes. I'm good with harmony. I'm good with finding notes and putting things together. So once I find that, then I'm pretty much set. I find that melody, I start writing, and it just keeps evolving. I don't just go into a song and just say, oh, I'm done. No, it takes time. Once I have that one song there, I keep going. And it just keeps evolving to another song. If this sounds good, let me try something else. Let me write about this situation and that situation. So it's mainly a vibe. I have to have that feeling. I have to go off something, not just writing just to write.
I like that. So, what I'm getting from it is like going through life's journey and just being attentive and paying attention to those little things
Yeah.
and just recognizing when you have those moments and just jumping on it. That's what what it's all about. I love it. So, let's talk about what song from the project resonate with you most and why?
Mainly a song called "Can't Have You." So sometimes you sit around and think about, what if she wasn't here, or what if something were to happen? How would I feel? How would I express to her if it just didn't work? Or so I sit and reflect, and I think about, if I can't have you, what is my reason of living? So that song really resonated with me because it's deep, it's meaningful. It really expresses my love towards my wife.
I love that.